You're about to see how creators just like you can turn as little as $20 a day in ad spend into a profitable TikTok ad that consistently generates customers, conversions, and makes sales for you pretty much on autopilot. In this video, we'll be going over everything you need to know about TikTok ads, from the budgets you have to run, the videos that you need to create, and the actual working creative formulas that you can start implementing into your very own TikTok ad strategy. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, what are TikTok ads and how do they work? If you're familiar with social media advertising, these are probably things that you actually have already seen. Most of you have used TikTok before or Instagram and have been scrolling through either the For You page, the Explore page, your Instagram stories, or pretty much anything that has a visual on it connected to your social media account. As you're scrolling through these things, you'll start to see different posts from different people. Eventually, once you click through enough of those posts or scroll far down enough, you'll run into what's known as a native advertisement. Now, inside TikTok, the way that they do this is through their FYP, or their For You page. As users start consuming content within TikTok, eventually they run into your ad creative. Your ad creative can either be a still image or a video visual, and it's also going to be accompanied by text, and then of course a call to action with link to either a website, a shop page, or something else. Now, the whole goal here is to basically create a TikTok ad that actually gets people to click on it and stay interested. This is obviously much easier than it sounds, but in this video, I'll show you a very easy format that I use on a daily basis when I'm making my TikTok ad creatives and I'm trying to create things that actually get people to watch the video all the way through. Now, one of the things I want to show you is how to actually get started with your TikTok ad manager. That way you have a full ad manager account ready to go by the end of this video, so you can start running those ads immediately. The first thing you'll want to do to actually get started with that is use the link down in the description for TikTok ad manager. When you click that link, you should be brought to a page that looks something like this. As you can see, we're just going to hit the get started button, and they have a very special deal going on right now where you can get up to $100 in ad credits, which is basically like them giving you free money for you to run ads on, and you don't have to pay any of your own money, which is super helpful, especially if you're just getting started with testing different kinds of ad creatives. So we'll go ahead and hit the get started button, which will take us to this part where we're actually going to go about creating our TikTok account, or more specifically, our TikTok ad manager account. Now, one of the things I want to mention here is that if you already have a TikTok account, you can totally just sign up with your TikTok account and you don't have to actually go through the steps of signing up with an email, creating a password, and doing all of that. Plus, you'll be linking that TikTok account with your ad manager account in the first place. So if anything, this just saves you a few steps. But once you filled out all this information, you'll hit the continue button, which will take you over to their next page where you'll do a simple CAPTCHA just to make sure that you're not a robot, and then you'll enter in a confirmation code that will be sent to your email address. All you have to do is copy that confirmation code, paste it inside of here, and then just like that, you'll be ready to move on to the next step of the sign up process. As you can see here, we now have to enter in our business name and our business info. Now, more than likely, many of you getting started with running ads on TikTok are probably not going to have a business already formed yet. If you don't already have that, I wouldn't worry too much about this. Most of you are going to be acting as a sole proprietorship in the first place, which is basically just if you're doing business under your personal name with no actual legal entity like an LLC or a corporation. These are things that you'll probably do down the road once your business is more profitable and you start to see those profits come in. So in the meantime, we'll just stick with the sole proprietor designation. So the first thing here, we'll just call our legal business name my personal name, and we'll just say that that is the business name. Then we'll go to our website URL. You can add this if you have an external website that you're planning on driving traffic to. Then of course you can specify what industry you're going to be in. I'm going to just go ahead and say that we're in e-commerce specifically. Just for example here, I'll say that we are selling home decor and accessories. And then you just have to give your phone number. Once all of this looks good, you'll hit the get started button, which will thrust you inside of the actual account ready page where we're actually going to see some of what we can do inside of the TikTok ad manager. Now, one of the things you want to do here is hit the accept button. That way you can accept their terms and conditions, and it will take you immediately to start creating your very first ad campaign. Now, most of you aren't going to have visuals or what are known as ad creatives yet before you can start actually putting them into your campaign. So one of the things I really recommend doing is actually going ahead and designing your very first ad creative. Now, one of the best ways to do that if you don't have any design experience is to just go on something like Fiverr or Upwork and hire someone. We'll have links down in the description if you're interested in doing that. You can get them for anywhere between between $10 to $15 per creative, and you can just get those still images that you can post. Very easy to do. For more complicated videos, we'll explain how to do that, but again, that'll be more on you to create those style of videos. There are people that will do that, but they definitely will charge you quite a bit more. Now, once you have your ad creative made, and also speaking of which too, if you have design experience and you want to design them yourselves, make sure to check out something like Figma or Canva, which are two amazing design tools, completely free to use, and you can get started with the links down in the description. Honestly, most of my ad creatives are designed inside of those two platforms, and I just find them super useful. And I think in general, most of you guys are probably already using them to begin with anyways too. They're pretty much the standard when it comes to actual design. Adobe Illustrator is really good, but it's obviously very expensive. So just kind of keep that in mind. But let's say, for example, that you already have your ad creative fully made. Also, one of the things I want to show you guys how to do, because this in my opinion is a really cool feature, you can actually go to ChatGPT now with their new image generation update and actually ask them to create an image. And you could say specifically of a ad creative for a skincare brand, and then make up a fake name. We'll call it Skinly or something like that. And it'll be sunscreen but cool or something like that. Hit the enter button. And again, you can specify exactly what you want, the dimensions. You could say, I want this text on it. I want this text on it. And because their new image generation feature is so powerful, you can pretty much create a ton of ad creatives inside of ChatGPT without having any design experience in the first place, which is just nuts to think about. And also a very, very cool feature that I highly recommend taking advantage of. I've actually done this with a bunch of my ads, and I've only recently started doing this, and the actual results that you get from it are pretty incredible. The click-through rates are higher, the cost per link click is very, very low, and it's more than likely just going to be really eye-catching. A lot of people see these kind of ads, and for some reason, it just really captures their attention in a way that sometimes you as a personal designer just can't really get. So as you can see here, it's kind of building my image here. It's taking a little bit here, but this is kind of the example ad creative that we'll use inside of our campaign. But as you can see here, again, I gave it no reference images. And if that's another thing too, you can add on reference images by uploading them from your computer, for example. And there's our ad creative. This actually looks really, really good. So we'll definitely be downloading that and then using that inside of our TikTok ad manager. So back inside of the ad manager, let's show you the ideal settings that you want to use. So that way, when you start running ads, you're not going to be making any mistakes here, and you're going to be running the right kind of ads with the right kind of settings. First things first, we're going to be starting at what is known as the campaign level. This is basically where you're going to select your sales objective, as well as what you're actually trying to do, as well as your budget control, which we'll get into. First things first though, let's start with the first option here, which is what is our advertising objective. This is going to differ depending on what you're trying to do, the products you're trying to sell, or just the overall goal of your advertising in the first place. Now, as you can see, the default that it recommends is product sales. There are a couple other options here. We have website conversions, lead generation, traffic, and then there's a couple more too if you hit the show more button. But in pretty much 90% of the time, you're going to go with product sales. This is the best objective to choose. It's what most people want to go for, unless you have an actual, let's say like a funnel where you're trying to get email addresses or something like that. But again, TikTok is mostly made for physical products. It does work to sell info products or digital products on it, but I would highly recommend to stick to product sales. This is going to be the best category for anything, whether it's a physical product or a digital product. Go with product sales. Highly recommend. That's where you're going to get the best results. Hit the continue button here, which will take you into the campaign info. This kind of thing, very, very easy. Again, name it something that is easy to recognize and that you'll always remember. Next up here, as far as shop ads type, you can choose between either of these. Basically, one of them is images and one of them is a video or image. And again, it just kind of depends on what you're actually planning on doing as far as what you're selling. So that's going to kind of depend on what you need. And then you can link your TikTok shop account here. So that way you can actually import products directly from the TikTok shop inside of your TikTok page and pretty much start selling them to anybody out there, no matter who is watching your video, which is kind of cool. Optimization goal, you can keep the same here. I don't really dive into the advanced settings too, because it just you don't really need to. It's not really necessary. And then pretty much we're good there with the campaign info. Next thing we're going to move into is the ads level. Now, just as a quick little caveat here though, I will say there has been a recent update to the TikTok ads manager that actually took away quite a few options that you would normally be able to choose from. Now, most of you guys are going to be seeing what I'm seeing on my screen right here, but this isn't really going to give you the full amount of control that you want inside of your ad manager. So I'm going to show you really quick here. What you want to do is actually go down to the bottom left here and click on the switch to full options question mark and then hit the confirm button. This is going to take you back to the last version of TikTok ad manager, but it's going to give you way more control on what you can do inside of your TikTok ads. As you can see, they're still the same thing with the advertising objectives. Again, we'll go with the sales option here. We don't need need to select TikTok Shop as our sales destination. And then we can scroll down here, change the campaign name, and do exactly what we were just doing inside of that view. Next thing we'll do though is hit the continue button, which will take us to the next part of our campaign, which is going to be known as the ad set level. Now, inside of the ad set level, we can do a bunch of things as far as controlling two major factors. One of these is going to be the budget, which is basically how much we want to spend inside of our ad on a daily basis. And the second thing is going to be the audience, or who actually running ads to in the first place. As you can see here, optimization and everything, all good. Don't really need to touch that. If you have a pixel or if you have some kind of tracking API set up, you could also integrate that here with the data connection point. This can be really helpful for tracking things like purchases and seeing, of course, what advertisements are actually functioning at their best level. This could take some coding though and custom experience. If you don't have experience with this, I wouldn't worry too much about this. Most of the time, TikTok's tracking is pretty good just on its own, but data connections can be very helpful if you want to really optimize every single dollar of ad spend. Now, next thing here is audience targeting. It's going to default to your home country, or probably the United States in this case. I would recommend starting with the US, and if you really want to go broader, add maybe a whole different region of the world like Europe or the UK, or just any kind of that, kind of broader way of looking at things. Most of the time though, you're going to want to stick with United States. It's really not too much of a difference here. Facebook is a little different. You can definitely mess around with audience targeting a bit more, but inside of the TikTok ads manager, you can kind of just keep it the same, and there's really not much else that you need to worry about there. Placements, again, keep these the same. They will charge you more if you select where you want your ads or how you want your ads to be placed. It will charge you a premium. That's how all ad managers work. It's just not really worth making those changes there, in my opinion, just because you're not going to get the same results you would get, and you're going to get more expensive results, which you don't want, right? You want to be profitable. Now, budget and schedule. This is a question that so many people ask. How much should I spend a day on ads? How much do I need to spend on ads a day to get results? Like, what do I do? And for most people, and again, TikTok will start you at a very high amount here, just because budgets are interesting. A lot of people like to look at budgets in a different way. I've been running TikTok ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. I've been running these ads for a little over 7+ years now, and I have a ton of experience in this industry. And trust me when I say this, the only difference that your budget makes at the end of the day is how quickly you get results. Okay, that's literally it. It is either just a direct indicator of how quickly you can see something happen with your TikTok ad or Facebook ad or whatever ad you're running. It's how quickly can I spend money on this ad, get it in front of people, and see what they do with it. Do they click on it? Do they purchase from it? Do they not click on it? This is how we get info, right? We have to spend money to get that ad in front of people. And with your budget, you can either go really high to start or really low. The only real difference though is that it's just going to take longer for something to happen, and you're not going to get that speed that a lot of people really want with these kind of things, especially if you're testing multiple ad creatives on a daily basis. You're going to want something that is going to give you info and data probably as quickly as humanly possible. So one of the things I would recommend though, because of course this can be scary, right? This is where a lot of people kind of take their foot off the gas when it comes to starting to run ads when they see the budget and then they see something like $50 a day and they get really scared about it. I would highly recommend to start at a very low budget. I would start, and I've seen successful ads run at anywhere between $9 a day all the way up to even $15 to $20 a day at the high end. And this is something that I think is really underrated, is starting low, and then over time you can bump that budget up if you see an ad that's starting to perform really well. And that will kind of help, over time at least, increase the amount of results you're getting, speed things up in the process, and just help you kind of get better results in general. Now, other thing here is scheduling. Most people just hit the publish button the second that they're done making all their ads and setting up all the settings, and then they just call it a day. One of the little tricks that I've learned over the years, and this is something that I don't know if it'll change if more people start doing this, and me exposing this in the video probably won't help it, but we'll see. And that's basically actually running ads at 11:59 a.m. or p.m. rather, the night before you're planning on actually running them throughout the day. And the reason that I always run my ads at 11:59 is because it actually increases the likelihood of them performing better when compared to my competitors in my industry. Most people are kind of doing what I just talked about, where they'll set their ad up, hit the publish button, and that's all they got to do, right? And that does work. It's not like that doesn't work. One of the things you got to remember about running ads is that it's not a one-size-fit-all solution for pretty much anything in the ad manager. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't work. Some people do this specific thing inside of their ad manager and it works really well for them. Some people don't do that specific thing and it doesn't work really well for them. It's a very experimental process where you just kind of have to try a bunch of different things, see what works, see what doesn't, and then eventually get into a rhythm of kind of rinse and repeating and doing the things that are working over over and over again and cutting out the things that aren't. I personally like to run my ads at 11:59 because that is what I've seen the most amount of success come from. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine too. It won't drastically reduce the impact or the actual effectiveness of your advertisements, but it can possibly have an impact. And in my experience, that's what I've seen. But you can obviously try your own thing and let me know down in the comments what you think. But as we go further down here, we can go into advanced settings if we want. I usually just leave that alone. Same with this kind of stuff. TikTok Spark ads, I don't really mess with any of this stuff. These are really specific more for like almost drop shipping stores or like physical product stores. And maybe we'll make a future video where we kind of go over this feature, but usually I just leave this alone on most ads. And then the next thing is going to be the actual text, and then obviously your image and title. This is what's known as the ad creative or the visual that you're showing to people. And then what we'll do basically is we'll just import that picture that we got from ChatGPT inside of here, add a title to it, add our selling points, which are basically just kind of the little, pluses and minuses and things that you'll see. This is kind of an example of what somebody would see on the TikTok For You page when your advertisement comes to them. And then you have this big red call to action button that they can click on if they see something that, kind of takes their interest or they think looks good, and that's what they can click on. And then also too, you could add multiple videos here. You don't have to only just add one, which kind of is cool. You can diversify the type of video that you have in there, and it kind of gives the overall ad, manager something more to work with here. Once you're through all of that though, that's pretty much most of these settings I keep the same, right? I try to customize it. I use ChatGPT to write a lot of my advertisement copy just because it's easy, it's quick, just a couple of prompts and I can get it to kind of write and sound like me, sound like a real person. And then it kind of just gives me exactly what I'm looking for. I'll kind of base it off of other people that are running ads. I'll see what's working for them and then kind of put my own spin on it and, use my own ideas there. And that's kind of usually what I do. Once all that's good though, you'll hit the publish button and then you'll just basically be monitoring your ads on a daily basis. I usually like to check once or twice a day, checking things like CPM, CTR, and just kind of the other things that are usually very important metrics that you want to keep track of. So that way, for a fact whether your ad is performing, decently or isn't performing well at all. And of course, always try not to bump your budget too high or too low in one sitting. What this can do is really mess up the actual algorithm that's trying to track your advertisement and serve it to the right people. That's one of the kind of difficulties that a lot of people don't talk about, is that you shouldn't be bumping your budget more than about 20% a day. It's just going to kind of keep things a lot more stable in the algorithm, and it's not going to kind of overwhelm the algorithm with a huge budget that just kind of came out or a huge drop in budget where it has to pull ads from placements really quickly. So that way, people aren't seeing it. It just kind of makes the algorithm understand your ads a little bit better. And just like that, you should be on your way. Rinse and repeat. You need to experiment. I would almost recommend launching new ad creatives almost twice a week, if not once a week. That means creating new videos, creating new images, testing new angles, new copy, just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. That's really my best advice that I can give you, is to experiment. That is really what running ads on TikTok, Facebook, any kind of ad platform, that's what it's all about. It's experimenting. And of course, if you guys have questions about this whole process, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in any of our future videos. Please make sure if you want to get started with that free $100 ad credit with TikTok ads, make sure you use that link down in the description. Also, of course, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.